All right. So, welcome again to Military Guna TV. So, it's the final day. It's the final day, people. It is the final day of the camp. Close off the session. I do think that they had a really good session this morning. Players are enjoying the camp. Most of the players are enjoying the camp. I think by next week we might know. We might definitely know by next week the players that make the cut. If anything, maybe by about Wednesday we might get the final names that are affixed to these players are affixed to the team who we might likely to see in the team. But no major worries. Maybe one of the keepers got a minor injury, but nothing to worry about much. Nothing much to worry about. So it has been a good, successful camp. I think it has been a successful camp. I do think that the coach speak highly of the players, and most definitely he looks to have a camaraderie, a good support from the players in what he's doing, and he really respect the players, and you can see that the players are heavily invested in what he's doing. Most definitely there are a lot of things to talk about in regards to the team. From what I've seen this morning, I would say the players looking sharp. Even on the final day, the players looking sharp. That it means that they are getting sufficient rest, and most definitely they are also eating right, as the manager said, they are eating a lot. So that these are good signs. These are good signs that the players are enjoying each other's company. Another day on the turf, as you can see. Another day on the turf, playing some good football, some positive football. Early in the morning, the sun was beaming basically, but no, it's now an overcast condition where it seems as if the rain is going to fall. So I'm just gonna do this video kind of quick and get it out of the way. So let me break down what I've seen. They played some small practice games in the small goals, trying to build on that first touch. Not necessarily, it's not that like they didn't have it, but to heighten the tempo in which they pass the ball around in small spaces. So these are some of the aspects I'm looking at, and I do think that the coach is looking at it as well. Some mind games using the type of mini tournaments that he's playing, like a mind game for the players to keep concentration in how they play, for them to keep focus. So I do appreciate and like what the coach is doing from afar out. It's not like he's telling me anything or I know anything, but from what I'm seeing, I do appreciate what he's doing, and he works well with the young players. As I see, he understands them. He understands the young players. But most definitely, I see some players that I'm really taking some interest into. These players are really good. You already know the big names, but can't even remember his name. But I think it's Pele Wilson's son. He looks really sharp. He looks good. He looks really good. So that's a positive. That's a positive as well. But on the final day, what I can take away from that is that the players looks good. They look sharp. The regular, the Ziminis, the Pearsons, the Aldridge, all these players looking sharp as well. Another day, Zander looking good today as well. But I didn't see any full field squad match. Okay, yeah, fresh guy said Saka. Yes, Saka. He actually got a good name. Very skillful, technically gifted player, smart in decision making. So that's a good thing. Young Cryptic said yesterday, did Whisper get injured? It was a minor touch. I spoke with his father this morning. And he said that he is okay. That Whisper is okay. So that's a positive. Happy to see him. It was the first time I've seen him face with my two eyes. As you know, seeing him on the clips is vastly different from seeing the player in real life, and I do think that he's quite a talent. He's definitely quite a talent. He's obviously better than the players that he's playing amongst in the under-16 competition. Obviously, most definitely better than them. But there's also a few other players that I've seen at the under-16 competition as well. The number 4 for stats, talented player. The number 11 for stats. The number 17. And also the number 9, the number 8. So they do have some talented players that I've seen, and it was a fierce battle between the number 4 and Whisper throughout the entirety of the game yesterday that I was watching. Pretty entertaining. I will be at the Clarendon College game later, the under 16 game later, so I'll give you guys updates on any player specifically that I see that looks really, really good and stands out. So back to the under 20. It's a final day. Closing off the camp. I think it was quite a successful one. We will know the squad quite soon. Maybe by about Wednesday, Tuesday, or sometime in next week, we will get the information on that. That will be passed on. So hopefully we get a better understanding of what to see. If there's another camp, most definitely we will be there as well. I will be coming as well, which is I do think it's quite important that we can see these players face to face. Daniel Harris said, "Where can I find the training center, and is it open to outsiders to come?" If it is open to outsiders, because as you know, because we're media, I do think that we get a go. As you can see, two of the players here. That seems to be it's Blake, it's Romain Blake, and another player. But I'm not sure if it's open to everyone. But that's something to look at. I'm not sure, but I do think it's the fact that we're media, why we got the opportunity to come in as well. Ketark is also here. I'm quite sure most of you would have seen his live this morning. He's also here. So just the two of us doing some coverage at this moment. I didn't take any pictures or anything like that because I do have more than enough pictures in my phone. Damian Swart said, military bless up, big up Damian Swart. Giovanni Place said, Reggae Girls demanding for Vin Blaine to resign. I'm going to look into that and do some more research to see what is up with that one. I don't understand that's the first I'm hearing that one. But I will most definitely look into it. I do think by sometime in the day I will be going by. I might not get to go to the Mullines United trials, under 17 trials, but that's something to look at. But as I said, it's a good day in trials in the camp for the players. Players looking confident, players looking good, and I do think that we're looking forward to see something good coming from all of these players. But I won't go any further, people. Hopefully, you guys are doing good. As I said, our players looking sharp. Zimini, Powell, Aldridge. Just know that they're looking really, really good, and I do expect us to play some good football. Until next week, people, and these guys will see what. Maybe I'll do a stream later to see how things goes. But look out for some updates on the under 17, the under 16 that I'll be watching later. So big up, people. Thank you very much for tuning in. Until next time, MGTV, Military Guna TV, people. We're out.